ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Ooh, green necklace. Ooh. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Legends figure review on the Infinite Series 2015 Spider-Man Rhino Build-A-Figure Wave Misty Knight. If you're trying to pick up this wave, you can get it big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. Packaging is looking kind of blank. Instead of a Spider-Man logo, it just says Marvel. There's no Spider-Man logo right here up at the top, so I think that's kind of neat. They change it up. You get a mean looking Misty Knight right over there on the side, and then over here you can see that she's a running change with Ghost Rider. There's a read it. If you want to read it, pause it now. Here's the other figures from the wave. On the side, we get a cool picture of Ghost Rider. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Misty Knight, the Bionic Detective, out of the packaging. And a pretty decent figure. Definitely not one of my favorite figures from the wave, but I really do like that this figure actually made me learn more about Misty Knight. I hadn't read anything until I had picked up this figure, and I read some Heroes for Hire, and it's actually very good and a very interesting character, especially her relationship with Daniel Rand, Iron Fist, and the Phantom baby that she never had. And she's got this awesome bionic arm created by Tony Stark, which is incredible. It can basically do anything, so pretty cool character. Anyway, let's take a closer look. Misty Knight comes with only one accessory, and that's this gold revolver over here with this black grip. It looks like it's sculpted pretty well, you know, I like it. I don't know the significance of her having a gold revolver. In the comics I read, she was using a Glock, so I didn't see this in any of the issues I read, but still pretty cool. And you can fit it into her left hand over here, so you just put it right in there, and that looks pretty good. So she holds it nicely. She also has a holster right here on her hip, and you can just store it right in there, and it fits in pretty well. You just want to tuck this in, and there it will stay. So that looks pretty good. So here's looking at the head sculpt of Misty Knight over here. Looking alright. I don't know. I think she looks okay. The paint looks a little off though. Looking at that left eye, she does look cockeyed. I did see an image from somebody's Misty Knight figure, and it looked terrible. Like both eyes were, you know, just going in separate directions, full hardcore. So this one's not nearly as bad as that one. And the paint for her lipstick came out looking pretty good. And the paint right there for her earring looks alright. So we get that afro right there, sculpted very nicely. Nice big old afro. Look on the back right there, you know, a lot of detail. Looking alright. Like it. I like it. We get that headband. Looks like you can see some of the black coming through, but I don't know. I guess it's alright. It's not terrible. Not great. The figure itself, looking at the body mold and everything else, of course they're using the Medusa body mold, and it looks like they got this brand new upper torso section right here. We get these straps, and we get these nicely painted gold sections right there. We get some nice cleavage. Not looking too shabby at all. And we get some pockets right over here. And looking on the back, we get some gold paint, and the brown looks pretty solid. And the plastic that they use for most of the figure is this very metallic, glistening kind of red, which looks okay. I would have preferred to have some kind of like a black shadowing effect throughout the figure. We don't get any shadowing effect on the figure at all, so that's a little disappointing. And then there's the hand again, you know, holding the gun. I wish we got an extra right hand over here, because this bionic arm is supposed to be able to just basically do everything, and including being a technopath. So having a gesture where she had like a repulsor hand kind of gesture, that would have been really cool, you know, especially being Stark tech and everything. I don't know if it's official Stark tech, but I did read that Tony Stark did create this arm for her, and it's got that gold color going on, so that's pretty solid. I like that. And then looking right over here, I did see images online of where this part was cut out right here around the hips. It looked very sexy. It reminded me of classic Storm. Kind of wish they did that for this one, you know? I'd like to see those hips, you know? Anyway, this gun holster they added to the figure doesn't look too bad. I like how it's angled off over here and it wraps around her thigh. I cannot remove this. I don't see any tab or anything where you could remove it. There's her nalgas, looking very nice, which Spider-Man is actually a fan of, which I read, which is awesome. I am glad to have read that. I'm not the only cochino out there. You know, Marvel Comics, there's a lot of cochinos in the Marvel Comics, you know what I mean? So me being a fan, you know, you just gotta expect it, you know? Some people give me a hard time for being a little amorous, but ain't nothing wrong with that. So for articulation, Misty Knight cannot really move her head up more than that. She can move her head downward, side to side, and you do get some neck pivot. Her shoulders move outward, they can move forward. She has an elbow bend, can rotate side to side, rotate the wrist, hinges up and down. She has a diaphragm joint that can turn side to side, no pivot, and it crunches only a little bit forward, and only a little bit backward. You get these hip joints move outward that much. She can kick forward. She has an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Then the ankles move down, up, and she has ankle pivot and pegals at the bottom of the feet. So Misty Knight's standing just a little over 6.5 inches tall. And here's Misty Knight next to Medusa, and you can see that they're sharing a lot of the same body parts right here, especially the lower torso and the legs. Medusa has the heels on. Misty Knight's using the moonstone feet. And then here's Misty Knight next to our latest Iron Fist figure, and I'm happy to see that she's not towering over Iron Fist. Of course, the fro is going a little bit taller than his head right there, but you can see his eye level is just slightly higher than Misty Knight's, so I think that works. And then here she is next to the other figures from this wave that I've already reviewed. Now, White Tiger and Misty Knight come with the same Build-A-Figure piece, so if you only want to get one of them, you can. I would recommend the Misty Knight over the White Tiger, honestly. And here she is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Oops, looks like you dropped something. I'll get it for you. So I don't think this is a great figure, not a bad figure, definitely not my favorite figure from this wave, but I'm very stoked that we're getting a brand new character, so that wins points for me. I always like seeing brand new characters over here, and I was happy to learn more about Misty Knight. Very cool character. I'd highly recommend you read Heroes for Hire. Really cool story, really cool action, lots of Spider-Man in it, so check that out, look it up. Anyway, hope you guys liked my review. If you did, please hit the like button and click any of these boxes over here for more Shart in your eye. Check out my Patreon account. Your help is much appreciated. Also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and don't forget to go to marvelousnews.com for a photo gallery of images from this review. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.
That's crispy.
And then here's Misty Knight.